So as of now, I am just trying to create. So basically what we are going to understand here is how Qwik doesn't work with hydration. So we had learned about, okay, all of that work, all of that rendering part is being done on server side, right? But how can is there is any way to confirm this? Okay, so in this video we are just trying to create two new pages, right? And by doing that we will definitely going to see how React component actually gonna works, right? So let's first start with creating few components, not a few pages, like so earlier we had created this demo, right? So not this demo but this tester file, and here we had created our first component which is being rendered on a path of tester. So just to see this, I just have to use this command like npm run dev, and it will start our local server. So here is your local server. So when so if I want to just access this, it's there at 5173 port number, right? So I just have to write okay localhost 5173, I think, yeah, 5173, right? And as just I enter, and it will render my page. It should render my page, but exactly it is not, because I think it has gone through some CSS issue. Okay, and I understand why it is so, because somewhere I had made some mistake earlier, right? So to add packages, we just have to use some command like, okay, so add dependencies. I think they had given us some command to add dependencies. Okay, where it is it? I have to find it like there. So I think they had given us something like that. So if I just want to add styling, and I am willing to use something like Tailwind, so I just have to find it like how to config Tailwind with Qwik, right? So if I just search this term, and I will find this little guide like Qwik and Tailwind, right? So to do that I just have to run this command, or yeah, okay, just that. Okay, so I just have to use this like npm run Qwik add Tailwind, and if I just paste it here, okay, then okay, so they told me okay we had done everything, and everything looks good, and yes, okay, good, and I just give Qwik application that permission to add the dependency in my project, right? So there is nothing else. So it is going to take some time, and it shows me okay we had successfully added the Tailwind to your Qwik application. And to confirm this, I just have to go there, and here in this post CSS I had seen these files, and at the same time if everything if everything works as expected, then there should be a file of like these dependencies. So these I don't know what should I say this, but you have to use this also, right? So I think if now I am going to work, I am going to run the same command, that is npm run dev. It should work fine without giving me any error like it was. So I'm just running npm start, and yeah, it had opened the server on 5173, and yeah, everything I think looks good. And if I just want to navigate to my this page, where's my page? So for now I just want to close this, and I'm going to access this server here at the same port, and just I'm going to use this localhost 5 575173, right? So here's my application, right? So this is our demo application. So from where it is coming from? So it is coming from directly from that index.tsx, where I had just deleted everything whatever they had given us by default and replaced that with my own h1 tag, right? So that is what it is rendering there, right? And apart from this, if I just want to access this demo section, not this demo, so the another route which I has created at tester. So to access this, I just have to go to the tester route. Okay, but testr, okay, that is good, but I'm really not going to access this one, right? So if I just remove these classes, so basically these are Tailwind classes, and if I just remove this and I am going to again hit this server, and I don't know why I'm not able to access this server. Is my route is working fine? Yeah. So why there it was not working? Let's try this once again. Localhost 53, and my route is tester tstr, right? Okay, so it's working, right? Great. So I just want to check that if Tailwind works with our application, works with Qwik. So I just have to quickly use some text of some of the text. So I am just going to use fn font size font. So I'm not getting any suggestion, right? So to getting that suggestion, I just have to use a extension that is Tailwind, I think so. And just after installing this, I'm gonna get suggestion of what should I use as in CSS, right? So that is all done. And if I just go to my application run, right, so there I start getting that suggestion. So it's about font. So yeah, I'm willing to have some bold font, and as font size, as text, it should be large, and at the same time that color, that font color, I'm thinking of font red. No, it's not red, but font, as in font, I am willing to have something white, right? So it's natural 100, and at the same time I am also going to give some padding. So it's padding P5, I guess padding is padding, right? PL. Yeah, so I just want to just give padding, and to give that padding I have to use this, and yeah, I'm using 3. And I think yeah, other things are working, but I think padding were not applied there, right? So let's select something else, and okay, yeah, padding is applied there, right? But just to make it visible, I have to apply that padding either on page, either on text this, either on my paragraph. So let's apply there, and instead of these curly braces I have to use this quotation sign, right? So here I'm trying to give some padding like 5, and let's see is it working or not. Yeah, it's working. And let's here give some another padding, and it should be 5. Okay, that's great. So now it's looking better, right? Okay, great. So what basically I'm going to look at here. So what basically I am trying to do here is I'm going to create two new files, and let's see is it that component, so that quick component is going to that this route directory is going to create some routes for me or not, right? So in Qwik it is quite obvious that you have to create folder first, right? So if I want to create that home page, like sorry, that about page, so I just firstly I have to create that about folder, and inside this I have to create an index.tsx. Okay, so like this I can only have a root component, right? So this index.tsx will everything within this tsx folder, within this index.tsx folder will be automatic get routed to this about path. So like if I just want to access this about path like so, so at this time it is showing me that it's not found, but if I will create any component here, and then that component will be rendered here. So just to show you, I am just following, I just come to this Qwik website, Qwik documentation, and from there I am just copy pasting this snippet, right? So let's open this file, and what happened? I think something wrong happens. Index index.tsx, right? And here I'm just pasting this snippet, okay, and it is going to create a component for me, and just to make sure that this component will render in a right way, so I'm just adding some text here like about section, right? And after doing this, if I just refresh, so this page will be rendered, right? So what basically happens that for doing this I just have to import this component, and from here I just create our component and finally export this, and whatever you will create there will be available here, right? So in the same type, so at the same time I am also willing to create another component, another route, which is this is about, and let's create a contact page. So firstly we have to create the contact contact folder, and within this I have to create an index.tsx. So within this I have to again create a component. So to do that I am just copying this and using my component, and finally replacing this text with my own contact page. Okay, great. So if I am willing to access now this contact route, there should be another page which I had just created, CONTACT, and it's not found. So why it is so? I don't know, because I think I had saved this, and I think probably the spelling I had used there is not correct. So it's okay. So by mistaken I had created this component outside of this route folder. So you should not do that. You have to create all of your routes within this route section. It's okay. So now if I am just going to my localhost server and refresh this, so now I had getting this contact page, right? Okay, so to make it more so to make this more interesting, let's try to build something like a real contact page, right? So to do this I just have to use within this div, I am going to use this h1 tag, and this is contact page, right? And within this contact page, I am just going to add something like some input field. So just to some input field, and the type should be text, and a placeholder is enter your name, enter your email, right? And just this, and an auto closing tag. So I just don't need that, right? So if I just go there to my contact page, I'm definitely going to say this. Okay, so what happened? Does I had done any mistake? I don't think so. Okay, so I think there's something, I had done something wrong, but what it is? Why my mouse is not working anymore? Actually nothing, I'm not able to type. Okay, so by mistake I had opened this, but my component is not working here. It even uses that return, and after that return I also uses this bracket sign, but still it doesn't work. I think okay, it's working right now. Okay, that is great. So instead of giving the whole section that same color, I am just willing to give my class a background. That is for to giving this background, I just have to use that bg and the name of the color. So I think that the background should be black, color should be color, color color, okay, color, color, text, color should be I think white, and I think that would look good. But the question is, why this bg background doesn't apply to my contact page? Well, we have to find this out. So basically, if I want to give some layout to this contact page, I have to use this another file that is at layout.tsx, right? tsx, and by default this is going to be the layout for this. And just to show you how this works, okay, it's not just layout.tsx. I just have to use that index.css, css, and in this css I have to, okay, but I think that should work, right? But for now I think this is not working, so I am just going to give some width and some height like so. And if it is working, still it is not working. Okay, so we will see all this styling part on some another video. So at first I'm thinking of to create a form, and from there I just want to make submit the form data, right? Okay, so it's a contact page. So in contact page I have to create a form. So to create that form I have to use that form component, and within this form component I have to use some input fields. It is input fields input on .txt, and so I have to use 3. So the name should be the f name, id should be f name, this should be l name, id should be l name, and this should be email, right? Email, id should be email, and then finally I want to have some button, btn, right? So let's create a button, btn. So it's a button and type equals to submit. So after doing this, I have to use on submit handler here, right? And here I am just writing the function name here. So handle on submit, handle on submit, right? So as you can see, it is giving me some error. So why it is so? Because up until now I had not described this, right? So let's spell it function handle submit, and then we are just creating a function, and here I am just going to console.log everything whatever I want to have from the submit button, right? So instead of this is the event, so this is an event, and I just want to event.target dot value. So I just want to get data from here, right? So whatever in the data, it should be displayed in our console like so. But the thing is, we have to specify, okay, what is coming from there, right? So to do that, I have to specify that interface. So let's create an interface, const interface. Interface, it's for the data, right? So for that data which is coming from here, I just have to create an interface, and that interface should be data type, right? And in this data type I have to specify, okay, we are going to have 3 fields: first name, last name, which is also string, and email, right? And which is also going to be a string, right? So this data type should be the type of this data, right? And on submit, I still have to mention that here also, not here, but I think somewhere. Okay, I really don't know how to submit this, how to use this, but this is giving me so much error. Okay, you're using on submit, but you don't know how to submit the data. This is because I don't know the TypeScript, right? So at first I think I have to go through that video, and there I have to understand how to use all these events and how to pass events, right? So for now I'm just going to close this video.